Okay, so this is my Metalfoe Majepsecter deck build. Also has some Draco spliced in and deck mascot, of course. But let's go right into the good cards of the deck. 3 Majespecter Raccoon Bambuku is essential these days because, hey, it's service. I'm really happy about the reprint. 3 Majespecter Totogama, he's like Tempest Turbo, and that's what this deck does, since it's a free Solemn Strike pretty much. 3 Majespecter Fox Yubi, Tempest Searcher, I just love it. It has 15 Sonics, makes it 3k. I can crash it to a Blue Eyes and then Tempest it. Tempest any other summons. 2 Majespecter Croyata, my favorite Majespecter because I run Storm unconventionally, so I can just shuffle any card back into the deck. 2 Majespecter Cat Nikomata, it just helps increase consistency with the end phase search, and it just helps me really net in the searches. And sadly, only 1 Kieran, because Kieran got limited. But if it's on the field, it's like a commander in Magic. It just helps me with everything. So running 3 Metalfoe Gold Driver because, I mean, that's simple. Actually running 2 Metalfoe Steelin because this balances out the high and the low scales in my deck, and Steelin is the least useful since I can't use it for any XZ plays. And the only thing I use it as for high scale and fusion target. 2 Master Pendulum, the true Draco Slayer. Nope, just the Draco Slayer. He's really good because he allows me to do Dinoster spam, which allows me to go into my rank 8. Luster because he's the bane of metas. Amazing, love him. Lecter because I just made him. He's just another high scale and part of the Draco engine, which is why I run Draco face off. Negates my opponent's Pendulum monster effect. So in a mirror match, I get him out, you lose. Vector, he's also really good in the mirror match because he stops the Metalfoe's effects. And when he does that, you can't really do much with your scales. 2 Max C, I run a 42 card main, and the extra 2 are Max C, which is sort of an odd choice, but it allows me to have easier siding potential, since I always either side out 2 cards, unless I'm siding in Spell Shattering Arrow. 1 Rescue Rabbit, because I have quite a few vanillas in here, and he's just really free. There's always the awkward timing where I get all the Metalfoes and all the Dracos, and then I can't use them, but that hardly ever happens. Onto the spell lineup. 2 Majespecter Sonics. Sonics is just really good. It's like the limiter removal for 1 Majespecter, except it doesn't die. And this just helps me get over anything. I remember there was once a time when my friend told me to hurry a game up, so I got my Kieran to 19,200 and I killed him. I hate it when people get smart with me. Draco Face Off, an amazing card. It gives me access to the entire Draco engine in 1 turn. Twin Twister at 1 because you can discard Metalfoe Fusion, and discarding really isn't that powerful here, but it's always good to just have some back row destruction in the main. Majespecter, I love this card so much. I only run 1 because I don't want to like search it out or anything. It's just good when it comes to me because it's not pure Majespecter. 1 Metalfoe Fusion, amazing card. Shuffle itself back in so I can draw. Searchable, well, more like settable, but it's always a good discard target. Upstart Goblin because Pat Hoven. Majespecter Storm because it allows me to shuffle in my opponent's Majespecter monsters. Just allows me to shuffle in my opponent's monsters, and that's amazing at times because like Blue Eyes, it can all be targeted. It's hilarious. Majespecter Tempest, the best card in this deck. It's why people hate me and why people rage quit against me. Because it's Solemn Strike and it's recyclable. And no life point cost, so. Because I run the 3 Tempest, 2 Majespecter Supercell, 5 Majespecter cards in the grave, shuffle them back in, draw a card. So not only does this prevent me from getting decked out in really long duels, since I'm such a heavily searching deck, but when I use them for XZ, any of my Majespecter monsters for XZs, it really, these are new sleeves. Use them for XZs, I can shuffle them back in. Last 2 cards in the main, Metalfoe Counter. I mean, it's a pretty good card. I don't run it at 3 because I don't run enough in the Metalfoe engine for that. Alright, so onto the extra deck. 1 Jigglypuff. In this meta, it's really essential, and I think everybody should run 1. It just slays. Super Mental Quantal Beast Grant Pulse. It's my additional back row destruction. It just helps me with any matchup, really. Abyss Dweller. Helps me against all the pesky BA and Paleozoics I run into. Majespecter Paladin, the Ascending Draco Slayer, amazing. if I get like a brick with Rescue Rabbit, then I can just use him to search out Luster or Bambuku. Castel, just a staple. I like how he can Book of Moon things and shuffling him back in. But nobody uses his Book of Moon effect. Heartbeat's Pet Phantasmal Dragons. Now this card has won me matches because it's non-targeted. It's like a Majespecter, so you can't target it for attack either. And it can attack directly for 2k. So I'd use that as the next card in my extra deck so I can just make sure there's a guaranteed 8k and I can always go into it. So if you drop beneath, well, if you drop to 8,000 and I'm having a really strong board and you're just trying to stall me out, I'll kill you. Trapeze Magician, really good because it gives my monsters double attacks. Truly amazing background noise. Double attacks and against like Chain Burn and other poor matchups I have, it allows me to just stay alive longer. Hope Harbinger negates spells, so I can negate monster spells and I can negate monsters, spells, and special summons. And his really nice effect is that if I destroy like an XZ monster, he gains his attack. So I see that Trapeze has no more materials. Use one of the Metalfoes to destroy it. He's at 55, and then he just beats the living crap out of anybody. Ooh, finally. 3 Dinosaur because scale protection is really important in Majespecter since we don't have a 1-card scale combo yet. The day we do, this is the day we are tier 0. 3 Metalfoe Orichalc because double piercing and the graveyard effect to destroy. It's just amazing. 1 Crimson Knight just to clear up my board as a fusion target since it can just be one Metalfoe and 2 other monsters, and it's 3k. And with double piercing, that just is a nasty 6,000. And then the bane of all metas to come and all that have passed, Majespecter. Because special summoning from deck, shuffling in, non-targeting. And the last thing I have to go over would have to be my side. So side's really very small right now. 3 Spell Shattering Arrow because it shits on Metalfoes so much. Like, it's hilarious. 2 Flying Sea because it's really, if I feel like I don't want to draw against PK and I feel like they're just going to set up with strikes and stuff, I'm just going to use Flying Sea instead of Maxi. Alright, so that's the profile.